I'd like to begin this talk by conducting a small exercise with all of the students, speakers, and faculty present here. So are you guys ready to participate? Okay, so I'd like you to take your right hand and raise it as high as you can. Good. Now I'd like you to take the same right hand, but this time, raise it just a little bit higher. Awesome. I can see that everyone in the audience could do it. Great. Put your hands down. I'd like to pause here, though, and just ask you one question. How come none of you raised your hand the highest that it could possibly go the first time that I asked you to do it? Ask yourselves, what was stopping you? You see, as individuals, we have a natural tendency to remain within our comfort zones, and I just proved it to you with this small exercise. Whether it's a fear of failure, a fear of adversity, a fear of taking a leap into the unknown, for some reason, we prefer to stay within our comfort zones. Now maybe this can be due to a fear of failure, a fear of adversity, or maybe taking a fear into the unknown. But for some reason, we continue to do this. Now, what I'd like to talk to you about this is that this is not about our mindset, and it's all about changing our mindset and how do we find that confidence back and how do we overcome those obstacles. By learning how to control our mindset, we can take a leap into the unknown and turn our biggest passions and dreams into a reality. As individuals, it's extremely essential for us to enter a state of discomfort at least once in our lives, because it is this state of discomfort that allows us to understand that we need to continue to grow and flourish outside of our comfort zones. It is really the first step to go outside of our comfort zones. However, it's not always easy managing a state of discomfort. You see, when I returned back to Dubai, I found myself going down a spiral of negativity and self-doubt. It is at that time that I started asking myself questions such as, why me? I was feeling lost, confused, overwhelmed, not knowing what I wanted to do next. You see, my peers around me had all graduated from university and got their first jobs. And I was still trying to decide what's going to happen next for me. And when I was at the lowest of this spiral right here, at the lowest phase of it, I decided that I needed to apply for any job. And so I did. I got my first job in administration. Was I passionate about it? No. Was it life-changing? No. But it paid me a decent salary and I could compare myself to the rest of my peers. You see, at that time, I wasn't looking for passion or interest. All I saw was a fear of facing failure and a fear of falling behind in comparison to the rest of my peers. After a couple of months in that job, I remember being called into the meeting, and my managers told me, you know, Surbhi, you do this job perfectly, you complete your tasks on time, but I don't think this is the place for you. I was confused. I didn't understand their decision or why they called me in. They told me just one simple thing at that time: this job is not your passion. And those were the 6 words that I needed in order to realize that that was the wake-up call for me in my life. Now, the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because although at that time I was pretty devastated, I want you to understand that you will come across situations like that in your life, different situations of failure. But here's a key message that we need to understand. As individuals, it's extremely important for us to understand that failure is not just a setback. It's an opportunity to grow. It's not the fact that life has knocked you down. What matters is for you to visualize the length of time that you choose to remain down, because this is what will help you remain accountable for yourself. And it will help you understand that every day we get a choice, okay? So we get a choice to either look at our failures and just accept that as our life, or we get a choice to look at our failures and to understand that this is not it. And we have a lot more to do. Our failures are stepping stones to the possibility of growth and success. All right. So after I had this phase in my life, I took some time off and I decided I'm just going to reflect about my journey so far. And through this process, I understood that my journey at Miss India Worldwide taught me a couple of things. First, it taught me that I had a natural love for being on stage. Second, it taught me that I had the ability to utilize my voice in order to ignite audiences. Third, it taught me the ability that every day I have an opportunity to make a difference, to educate and inspire young individuals like you to go out there and conquer your dreams. So why wouldn't I follow all this? Something that I was already good at. So that's exactly what I decided to do. I decided that I was going to travel to an island that I've never heard of before in order to turn my vision of becoming an international speaker and educator into a reality. And so, I decided that I was going to embrace the excitement of the unknown. And if there's one significant message I can leave you with tonight, it is this. You can only go as far as your mind lets you. You can either stay within your comfort zone and continue to wish, hope, and dream of a better life. Or, I challenge you today to push yourselves a little higher, aim a little bigger, be brave enough to take that first step outside of your comfort zone to create the life that you want to. Because remember, what you truly believe is what you can achieve.